will say it would be fun if you tried some other
Hello, everyone,
what
and
went up.
welcome back to Haven Rock, our Buffy the Vampire Slayer RPG campaign. We are using Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the official RPG made by Eden Studios and CJ Corolla. This is episode 7, Nobody's Home. I'd like to welcome these lovely players who have decided to give me their Friday to, you know, join in on the fun and the chaos after a lovely little bonus session where it was just like a cute little date night. But
Essentially, it's
before.
my Saturday. It's very early on a Saturday for me.
So, before we get
It's time
into
zone.
the time zones, before we get into the recap, I'd like to introduce everyone. Hi, my name is Kaleb Wade of Chronometer Presents and Yo the Phoenix. I am your director for this evening, and I've been your director for the past 7-ish Sundays. We did take a break because New Year's, but, hi. Why don't we go around the virtual table? Aubrey.
Hello, I am Aubrey. I run Goblins and Gays. I'm playing Nessa tonight, and I am very scared.
I don't know why you would be.
I don't know why, but I just have a feeling.
Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm on the internet as Darker Larper. I am playing Trip Ward, and I also have to wake up on Sunday mornings because I have a talk show now.
Oh boy. And Emily.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily. You can find me on the internet under some variation of Starfish. And I'm playing Ashlyn tonight and every other night.
Unless something happens,
do
who
this.
knows?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
But before we get into the present, or maybe the recent past, we have to start with a recap. Aubrey,
yes,
Dan, what happened last session?
Well, where do we start?
We went on dates.
Yes, we went on dates.
Mm-hmm.
With Felix and Izzy, respectively. But before that, there was a bit of we went and bought magic supplies. Well, I went and bought magic supplies. Trip went and bought tea that's supposed to make their mind harder to read. I'm pretty sure it's drugs. You just bought hallucinogenic tea, probably.
That's right. Who did you go to that magic store with?
We went with Quentin, and he played very sad music on the piano. And it's just you just want to be like, "You okay, dude?
You okay, bud?"
None of us actually said, "Are you okay, dude?" We all just asked questions around the question.
Yeah, because he's a very quiet person, and Nessa was very much like, if I come out and ask him exactly what's wrong, I don't think he'll tell me. So I'll just sit here and be like, if you need to talk, I'll be here, because he hasn't really talked that much. He was wearing possibly could be Aster's shirt. In my notes it says must investigate this later. Aster
You
himself.
took notes?
Yes.
Did not. It's the one episode I was like, I'm not.
I wrote all these notes actually after the episode when it was still fresh in my mind. I just went through and just went. And then we went and did patrol in the graveyard.
During the day.
The dog.
Yeah, during the day
dog.
when nothing. We met a very nice dog who had a very cold aura, which I don't know what it means, but I didn't want to bother Miss Rosestone about it.
That's right. You met a husky with a. Do you remember the name on the tag?
CB. It's in my notes.
I just remembered because dog.
A rather intelligent husky.
Or rather intelligent.
Yes, could answer yes or no questions. Was not lost. Was just hanging out.
Yeah.
Just vibing.
Just
Heard
vibes.
something and went okay, bye, and I went, oh, okay.
Bye.
That's not gonna come up to haunt us at all later in the future.
No.
Not at all.
The whole cold aura thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we
decided to be cold.
yeah. And then we had the date. The date was nice. We actually got to spend more than 30 minutes at the roller rink.
Yep, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
That's a good conversation.
I believe there was a confession or two. At least on a trip side. Want to talk about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Izzy slipped out a nice "I love you" right in there, right after discussion about salads and pizza. So like, was not prepared. Was thinking about how to like prank back at the pizzeria. Like, I'm gonna get a bowl of salad on top of it. Totally not. Which and then was very much caught off guard, and then just sat there going, "Whoops! I waited too long."
Oops.
Then Izzy made the suggestion that if it's too early for that you could use something like I adore you or something to that nature.
Yes.
And what
And
did
then
Trip do?
absolutely nothing. Just sat there like an idiot, panicking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
There was a resolution to that
There was
scene,
a
though.
resolution to that. They did kiss. Caleb's like, the whole story. Please.
Please. Also, Quentin told you both something. If you remember correctly.
Oh God, what did he tell us? I don't have it in my notes. What did he tell us?
I feel like it's
Quentin told Trip
Mm-hmm.
she does care about you a lot,
Mm-hmm.
even if she doesn't show it, or something akin to that. And he told Nessa, even if things become different, that does not mean they need to end.
Yes.
I'm writing down.
I don't know
So-
why, but I don't trust Quentin. I feel like he's kind of sus. I don't
Quentin,
trust him.
the gentle giant of the cuckoos. Nah,
Big
he's
bad.
sus.
Big
He's
bad.
sus.
Big bad, right there. Big bad, clearly.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
then tender gentle, and then we at least trust them, and then you fuck.
Nessa asked for a ride home from Felix after Trip called Nessa, what was it, a coward? Or
I think it
something.
was dumb. I think it was dummy. Hey, dummy, ask for a ride. AKA, you're not getting in this car.
Yeah. Got a ride home.
And when Nessa got home, all the lights were on.
Yep. And it's totally me as a player didn't think that was gonna come to play last
Mhm.
session.
What
Yes,
happened?
Neil was there. He had showed up, but Nessa wasn't there, and now she feels really, really bad.
Because Neil said, hey, I'm going to visit in a week.
Yeah.
Your old friend, Neil. Childhood friend, Neil.
Yep.
And it had been a week.
Yes, it had. It's on me for, not thinking that would come into play.
Oh, every knife you give me.
I am now thinking about the knives I have given you.
So we start not with a flashback,
Mm-hmm.
but with something present.
Yep.
A cutscene, as it were. We see Nathaniel in his office, somewhere secluded, dark. A laptop with candlelight, which is an aesthetic and a mood. He is looking over an email from one of the Obsidian agents that you met, Rowan. The subject line being the gravedigger and the gardener. And just as he is about to skim it, the scene itself is silent, but you can tell that his phone is rung. And when he answers it, his face immediately pales. He grabs his coat, almost slamming his laptop closed, and runs out of the door. We see his car race down the road. A murder of crows following right behind. As he pulls up to the home of George and Francine Calloway. And one Gretchen Calloway, sitting in the back of an ambulance with a blanket around her. We do not see the scene, but it is on the news soon enough. The mysterious murders of George and Francine Calloway. Bodies marked with several lacerations, as if a wild animal had attacked. The authorities think it's strange, and they are continuing their investigation. The car ride back to Haven Rock is silent. Even more so. Nathaniel drives Gretchen back to her hotel room, where she's been put up during her stay in Haven Rock. You see a short conversation, maybe Nathaniel asking if she's okay, does she need anything? There's worry clear in his face, but Gretchen is numb. The once brightness in her eyes gone. We cut to you, Nessa.
Yes.
Did you... Why is... Oh, goodness. My mom tried to call me. I'm going to have to... One sec. So sorry. We got to you, Nessa. Did you offer Neil a place to stay at your place, or?
Oh, yeah, of course. With lots of profuse apologies, just almost groveling apologies because she feels horrible about what happened. But yes, and offered that you can stay.
Did you sleep any last night?
Probably not a lot. Probably like closer to like 4 a.m. or something. Finally went to sleep, but like that was a bit of just anxiety and just sort of trying to get it out in art.
When do you wake up then, if I may ask?
Probably didn't sleep all that much, so it's probably like closer to like 10 in the morning or so when she wakes up.
You hear the sound of sizzling. Someone's cooking. Smell of bacon and eggs and just nice breakfast food.
We'll go and investigate.
Neil is cooking, making breakfast.
Smells very, very good.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
How'd you sleep?
You know, as well as one can on a love seat covered with a painter's tart.
You know you do have a bed, right?
I do. Just when there's a lot on my mind, I just generally end up.
I know.
Studio and just sit down, meaning to just take a breath, and then I'm asleep.
How do you want your eggs?
Just I guess scrambled with cheese.
He has not turned to look at you.
So I want to apologize again about last night. I came up here to see me, and I wasn't there, and
No, it's okay. I came a day early anyway. You were probably busy. I tried to text you, but I guess no cell reception where I was.
yeah, yeah, the cell reception can be a little spotty around town sometimes, and yeah, but it's the weekend.
Yeah.
I have nothing going on, so you have me all to yourself.
As you say that, your phone rings.
Oh no. Do I can I see who's calling?
It is Nathaniel. Or Mr. Kroloft.
Sort of just being like, I'll be just 1 second. I think this is just
Yeah.
an art thing. Answer. Be like,
So you step out of the room, you answer the phone call?
mm,
Where are you currently?
I'm at home.
Gretchen needs you.
Oh,
Needs all of you.
What's going on?
It's all over the news.
As this is going on, I will just sort of like walk into where the TV, like the living room or something where the TV is, and turn on the news, see if I see it.
The mysterious deaths of George and Francine Calloway in a fairly well-known family in Oregon. And you see that the report of Gretchen's parents' death is all over the news.
She might drop the phone out of shock.
What?
And then just be like, pick it up and just like, sorry, what? Do we know what happened?
No. She called me in shock, and I...
Why does it have to happen this weekend? I have an old friend who's up, and I promised I'd spend some time with him.
Well, I can't ask you to give up your time, but Gretchen does need friends. And I know that she considers you friends. I've already contacted Nadia, who will probably contact Tripp and Aisling. We tried to get a hold of Mr. Hunter, but he's not answering his phone.
Yeah, that sounds about right. God, I'll see what I can do. I don't want to promise.
Come when you can. And
I'll be
Nathaniel
there
ends the call.
at some point, yeah.
Is everything okay? Whoa. And Neil sort of like looks at the TV. That's...
Yeah?
Whoa. That's not too far from here, is it?
No, and I'm friends with the girl. That was her, the person who was watching over her. Currently, he called and asked, tell us what's going on, and because we hadn't heard from her for a few days, and then to see if any of us can offer...
Hey, if you have to go,
I'll at least eat breakfast. I haven't made up my mind yet, like, because you just got here, and I want to spend time with you, and...
stop. No. And then Neil sort of like finds a bit of Tupperware, like makes a little breakfast to go help your friend, okay?
Yeah. Help yourself to whatever you need. If you want to go eat somewhere really good, there's Vera's. And there's a couple other places she'll rattle off. These are great places in town. I'll have my phone on me all day. Hopefully, I'll be back in the afternoon or something. And I'll keep in contact as much as I can. Thank you.
And as you leave and sort of like rush out the door, not sure if there was a ride waiting for you or not, Neil kind of goes, it's no problem. We cut to Aisling. You've also received the call, and you've also seen the news report. What do you do?
Talking about first thing Ashley would do would check up on imagine just a quick text saying, saw the news, are you okay, or something to that effect.
She doesn't answer.
Then
Your mother sort of walks into the room and goes, "Oh, is that your friend?"
yeah,
Now, I know that teenagers don't usually like their parents to drive them to anything, but do you know where she is? I could give you a ride there.
would I know the hotel that she stayed at,
Yes.
or not? Uh, yes, but drop me off like a street away.
Oh goodness! Like, I had the chat up and just to see what stupid thing Dan posted, and it bought me and Dan out. Uh, of course. Your mother grabs her keys and drops you off a street away, and before you leave the car, she kind of places her hand on your shoulder. I think it's gonna be okay. Just be there for your friend, okay? And be careful.
Well, hop out of the car and make my way to the hotel.
We cut to Trip. What are you doing on this Saturday morning?
Trip has been swimming at the lake. As per Saturday morning, they're working out. So yeah, just like bike to the lake, swim, bike back, combat training, maybe some crossbow training, just since that's a new weapon that they know how to use.
And where is this training commencing?
In the backyard.
When you bike back, you see Miss Rosestone's car in your driveway.
Okay.
And she's sort of waiting on your front porch, waiting for you. Trip. I tried calling you, but we need to go right now. It's Gretchen.
Let me grab a coat. And Trip will run inside and like grab a sweater, but also grab like extra stakes and the rapier. They're kind of like Slayer to go bag, and hop in the car.
You see that Miss Rosestone is on edge. She is sort of like almost white knuckling the steering wheel. She's sort of like tapping her thumb. You have never seen her like this.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna sit there and be quiet.
I am much too anxious to fill you in on the whole situation without stuttering, but so forgive me. And before you can even respond, the information about Gretchen's parents, the news report, Nathaniel calling Nadia worried, is all sort of downloaded into your mind.
Well, we learn things every day, don't we? I should have grabbed my copy of the book.
Nathaniel asked for her friends to be there, so... And you pull up just as Nessa and... I really need to stop popping out to look at chat.
You know you can pop chat out so it's a separate window, right?
Just Nate, you see sort of Nessa and Ashlyn sort of waiting outside the front of the hotel. I'll be with Nathaniel.
How I got here is a mystery, known only to me.
Izzy is here as well. She picked up Nessa. Be there for her, all right? Nathaniel and I will look into things.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't go support her. I am saying that we should do something fun.
Like?
Literally anything. Look, I'm speaking from experience here. Fun.
And Nadia just sort of like reaches for her purse, like that's like near your feet, sort of like looks into it. $200. Here. Go have fun. Whatever you need to do to make Gretchen feel better. Or help Gretchen feel better.
Okay, that works too. Money helps.
Just be there. So you get out of the car?
Mm-hmm.
There is a tense air. Maybe not tense, maybe more worried, concerned, uncertain. None of you kind of know what to say. Even if you're planning it all either in your heads or out loud.
That's it.
Izzy sort of breaks the silence. Look, I don't know her like you guys do, so I think I should help the Watchers. Keep my ear to the ground and everything.
Yeah.
The report said wild animal attack, so if it's in my camp, just yeah. And Izzy hugs you, Trip, before leaving with the Watchers.
Trip like settles into it a little like deeper than expected.
And now it's just the three of you. Inside that hotel is a hurting friend.
Let's go buy some silly string.
Is that gonna help?
Kind? Maybe.
Maybe.
The thing is to distract. We can't really... That's therapy. That's in the therapy range. We're working on I was thinking water balloons, but that's a little messy for a hotel. So silly string. In comparison, property damage, messy.
Do you go through with the silly string plan?
I have no better ideas. I don't think it's a good idea, but I don't have anything better to suggest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
well,
the silly string scenario.
More of just maybe we have a conversation with her first before we pull out the
I will
string.
do that.
Yeah.
I'll go have a conversation while you two go off and buy.
Sure. Yeah. Also chocolate. Chocolate's good.
Ooh, yes.
Chocolate.
So while Triple A, chocolate silly string, Ashley, I assume you just walk in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nathaniel has informed you all of Gretchen's room number. It's on the 3rd floor of this hotel.
I'll go up to Gretchen's room and I'll lightly knock on the door.
You hear a bit of shuffling before the door unlocks, and you see Gretchen. Hey.
I saw that you want, like, would you like a hug or anything? Just some touch.
She just hugs you and just... It's like she is desperately clinging to something.
Oh, what a problem.
Do you want to come inside?
Yeah. Nessa and Trip are around this and stuff. So, you're not constantly dealing with this.
Okay. You walk into the hotel room. It's really nice. Like, Nathaniel spared no expense for his slayer. But, like...
See, the Roman is giving you a nice room.
Gretchen's full-out depression hoodie, sweatpants. Like, her hair is messy. Yeah, it's nice. Gretchen kind of sits on her bed and her eyes are kind of downcast to the floor. Do you sit beside her?
Yeah, I sit beside her, so I'll just like gently put my arm around her, hold her close.
Am I a bad person?
Oh, of course not. No. Well, why don't you say that?
There's this little part of me. When I saw my parents, part of me said, good riddance. They can't tell you what to do anymore. And I didn't. It's not like I hated them. When I found out that I was a slayer, I wasn't sick anymore. I could run. I could breathe. I could do anything. And yet they still treated me like an invalid. And that's why I jumped at the chance to be here. And now they're gone. And it's like I want to cry, but I can't. I feel like I should be bawling and weeping, but I'm not. Am I a bad person?
Well, we all process grief, right? Some people will, sometimes the event is just too much for where crying just doesn't happen. You know, there's no wrong way to grieve.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, this doesn't help you there because when you're going through shit, you need friends. And then you can deal with the rest when you're ready.
She kind of leans against you, Ashlyn. And in that moment,
around it, like I sort of like do the rug.
in that moment, you sense that she's found some sort of, maybe not peace, but serenity in the moment. Thank you. Don't know why you'd be here with me, but thank you.
Yeah. Audrey, who wouldn't want to be with you?
And come on, I'm hardly in the state to go out and have fun.
We didn't say we were going out. You can have fun in a hotel room. I mean, without even having to go out and buy stuff, you should have a pillow fight. You know? Make pillow forts.
I mean,
room service for a food fight.
It is technically on Mr. Krolof's tab.
See? You gotta take advantage of these things.
I don't think I've ever lost anyone before. I don't know how this should feel. I don't know what's
not really
normal.
Should feel. It's just whatever you feel as a grieving person. That was a terrible sentence, wasn't it?
I mean, wasn't the worst. I'm gonna get out of this. That's not a big fan of gray. Excuse me. And Gretchen sort of gets up and grabs some clothes and goes to the bathroom. A knock comes to the door.
On the bed, I sort of test the bounciness of it, see how comfy it is.
It's pretty bouncy, pretty comfy. A knock comes to the door. Do you open it?
Mm-hmm.
It is Nessa and Trip with way too many bags.
We couldn't figure out what to do, so we kind of grabbed a little bit of everything.
I definitely didn't make a list of some of the stuff that we bought. No.
What did you buy?
I don't know what Nessa has contributed to this stupid list.
Nessa was just like chocolate. I don't know.
So
Trip
Trip has
art
bought,
supplies. This is probably not.
Yeah, some journaling stuff. So a new journal notebook, stickers, pens to go with it. A shit ton of silly string, just bought out the store. Bunch of colors.
Yeah.
There was somehow a copy of Chicken Soup for the Grieving Soul in this stack as well. Trip, how's your emotional empathy? This big. I give a book.
Oh, you get a drama point for that.
I'm gonna take it. I will probably use it in the episode. I'm scared. There's also some classic board games that are there. You can pick up at regular stores. Nothing too fancy. There's also just a ton of variety of snackage from seaweed strips, because Trip's weird, to actual legitimate junk food and soda. Basically if we're having a sleepover, this is the ingredients for it. Chocolate, obviously, a variety. Literally just I don't know what kind of chocolate you like. All of them.
Yep.
And whatever else Nessa would like to contribute to the amount of stuff we're bringing.
Chocolate, I don't know, maybe because I was just be oh, maybe a few movies, but I'm but you can't play them on hotel TVs.
Yes, we're magic. You could do anything.
Yeah. Maybe a movie or two.
Try using magic. The magic of streaming.
I mean, computer, please. Actually, but I know how to hack TVs in real life, so. Yeah. There's definitely popcorn in that, snackage.
So as you set all of the stuff down on, I assume, like the tiny kitchen island in the hotel room.
Yeah, Ashlyn is very wide-eyed.
Yeah, Nessa was very much just to tell me what to do so I don't have a panic attack right now.
I think Trip will literally pull out 4 cans of silly string and toss one to everyone and hold 2 of them and like pop one of the caps, shake it, prime it, getting ready. I don't know where she is, but I am here.
I'm not popping
Ashlyn,
it,
do you
I'm just
try?
holding it.
Do you maybe not right now, or do you let this happen?
I mean, I feel like Gretchen needs the fun, but what I will do, I will sort of stand next to the bathroom door and like give it a bit of a warning.
A warning.
Signal. Yeah. So she knows to expect it, but she knows it is fine.
Gretchen steps out with like this sort of like rose patterned like floral top and some sort of dark wash denim skinny jeans and some like pink Converse. Like it's very kind of like girly girl that can still put up that can still like throw 6 feet men, 6 foot men. But like her hair is still a little messy, but it's a bit more managed.
I'm in character. I'm just like Nessa's wearing the exact same thing she was wearing last night because she didn't change. Only person who would know this is Trip.
I mean, Trip's wearing workout clothes, like you do. And Trip will take the unopened can of silly string and be like, think fast, and underhand pitch it very gently so it lands in the easily catchable range.
She catches it, no problem.
Give her a second to look at what she caught, and then I proceed to spray.
Nessa will just be over here holding the can, hasn't popped it, hasn't primed it, just like scared. She's like, that's a Slayer. I've seen how hard they can hit. I don't want to get hit by a Slayer.
As you spray and it gets like right in her face, like right in her hair, there's a pause.
It's that fun stuff.
I'm using hand sanitizer as a prop. And Gretchen immediately goes on the warpath, chuckling and trying to strike you with silly string.
Now that it seems Nessa will, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and take Nessa by surprise. Just go.
Oh, it's not gonna be hard.
It devolves into a silly string war.
Yep.
The battle lines are often drawn. Trip and Nessa versus Aisling and Gretchen. Aisling, it's
Slayers versus non-Slayers.
It's nice to see Gretchen smile. You all collapse into a heap of pillows. The mound in which you were supposed to be conquering with this silly string war.
About how long has it been? I'm just curious.
A smooth 30 minutes.
Well, like, I was like, since like everything, since we left, like, I left and came here.
Oh, a smooth hour.
Cool.
It's around 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Probably, like, after, like, everything is wound down and everything, we'll text Neil and just be like, check up, make sure everything's going okay, let him know that like, kind of a little bit what's going on, and that see him sometime this afternoon. Fingers crossed.
You just get a thumbs up emoji.
Yep, sounds about right.
Oh
God, it hurts.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, everything's fine. I had a friend come visit me this weekend, and I forgot he was arriving yesterday, and
Oh.
might have ditched him. not on purpose. And then wanted to come make sure that you're doing all right. He told me to, but still,
If you've gotta go, it's okay.
I can hang around for a little bit longer. I just feel bad because he flew all the way from Texas to here, and we've seen about an hour of each other since he got here. But I want to make sure you were all right. It's what happened with you is horrible.
Can we
You're my
not
friend. So.
talk about it, please?
Yeah, sorry.
So you didn't get to see him last night. What did you guys get up to?
Yeah, Nessa, what did you guys get up to?
Looking at the person that is complicit. I mean, we went back to the roller rink last night with Izzy and Felix.
Oh wow, really? How did that go?
Yeah, Nessa, how did that go?
Don't know. I mean, I think it went all right, but he's so hard to read. I mean, he did give me a ride home at the end. I did have to ask, so, I mean, he didn't offer. But, you know, lots of... Most definitely, he was not picking up on what, you know, the whole thing was. So, you know, there's that.
I will say words that I don't do, but you should. Have you tried talking to him?
Not since last night, no. But, I mean, to be fair, last night was actually the first conversation that we haven't had that isn't involved death, magic, or supernatural beings. So, I mean, it's a start.
A start's a start.
Should probably say that.
Yeah. At some point, yes.
Sooner than later, probably.
Yeah. You and I don't have...
Ashley has broken out the chocolate and is trying to share it with Gretchen.
She gladly shares it with you. So,
See?
what about
Not
you?
even chocolate. What could be better?
So, what about you, Trip? What about you and Izzy?
Yeah, what about you and Izzy?
I resent
I can do this
fact.
too.
I resent that. I resent that with my fiber of my being.
Oh, come on. You two have been making eyes at each other ever since I got here. I mean...
It was nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything big happen?
I smelled like sweat and dog. She looked very nice.
Anything else?
No.
Cool.
Aisling. Roll me a perception notice. If you have anything in empathy.
No!
Yeah, go ahead.
Everyone else does!
Oh, that's not good. Well, maths.
None of us are good at math. Please don't come to the stream if you expect us to be good at math.
I'm not bad at math. I'm just bad at math under pressure.
Yeah, fair.
13.
How many success levels is that?
No check.
3.
Uh,
That is a
3.
good.
Would you consider that a very strong lie, Trip? Or one of those, well, I'm not telling them everything.
I am lying by omission. Everything I said was true. I just excluded a large percentage of the stuff.
Then let's say, Aisling, you sort of shoot a glance at Trip. A glance that says, oh, I know you ain't be telling the whole truth. But that's fine. That's fine.
Guarantee you.
Oh my gosh, did you? Come on, spill. Could use some good news.
Spill it, spill it.
And you see Trip like look down and just get really like real extra awkward. You have never seen Trip this Nessa has, but have never seen Trip this awkward yet. It's just like this is gonna come back to bite me. No one's allowed to tell our watcher, okay? No watchers know this information. Goodness.
Well, my watcher
gracious.
isn't a telepath, so I think I'm okay.
Fuck.
Oh, she's
Why
probably
do
not
I always forget that? Why?
Well, I don't think Miss Rosestone's the kind of person to go poking around people's heads unless
I
she
was
needs
told
to.
I have very loud thoughts.
This is true.
You are incredibly expressive.
I'm taking that as a compliment and not reading too much into it.
Good.
So,
Yeah?
why is everyone looking at me?
Because it's almost like you haven't told us something.
Yeah.
Yo, making me nervous.
I came clean about everything.
Did you? Did you?
Yes, I did.
Trip, you know that Nessa didn't come clean about drawing Felix.
We're gonna talk about that shirtless art.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. Yep, no, I've maybe drawn Felix a couple
You
of times.
saw Felix shirtless?
Yes, I have. It was maybe not the sexiest moment because he was patching up a bullet wound.
Wait, what?
Jono shot him. It's a long
What?
story. Yeah, it's a long story. He also shot me, but that's also...
Okay, that part I kind of knew, but...
Yeah.
Also,
I was gonna
who
say,
is Felix?
That is a... He is a person who has shadow powers, and I'm not really sure, like... He says they're from a demon, but I'm not sure on that part. I don't know.
So he's like a
that.
demon?
He was not very... I mean, he had to get throwing around a lot of terms during that discussion that I did not know what they meant or were.
I believe Nessa, he explained that the reason he has these powers is that he took them on himself so that he could give a kid a better life.
Yes, that. He did this to save a kid. But yes, he and Jono apparently used to roll with the same crew and stole things and were hunters and...
He's a thief?
Spicy.
Yeah, he's still a thief. But like...
Wait, so let me get this straight. Trip obviously kissed Izzy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're drawing shirtless pictures of a thief with shadow powers?
Yeah. Have my notebook with me.
Show them.
Oh, I want to see.
I guess, yeah. No, I'll pull up a sketchbook and just be like, okay, hey, here you go.
These are really good. Whoa. Wow. That tattoo is well defined. Whoa. Okay, all right.
Isn't there also a picture of her in there? Because you said you drew a whole team.
Yeah, there's pictures of everybody. But Jono.
I wonder why.
Nessa sort of, Gretchen sort of flips to the page. Oh, wow. That looks so cool. There's a rip in that's Jono, isn't it?
Yep, that's Jono. That's where Jono was.
Have you talked to him about it?
He technically apologized for the whole shooting me part. But it doesn't... I don't think he, learned anything from it.
He didn't learn from shooting his friend.
I think something's broken. Needs some therapy. But yeah, no. Honestly,
Emily, if you missed it, the art book that Nessa has been sort of passed around, and you could see sketches of Felix, shirtless Felix, and there's a group shot of all of you with a bit of the page ripped out, which you would assume would be Jono's place.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't exactly spent a lot of time in the same room as him since it happened, so...
He's kind of... I mean, I don't know if this is rude or whatever.
Say it!
He's kind of bad at hunting.
You heard it here first, folks!
Like, he wears headphones. Like, blaring
for the
music.
record, you do too, but you're good at it.
I have one ear open just in case.
And you've got the Slayer senses, too.
That's why I listen to my music way low. Jono, he just... Also, he had, this... I think it's a flask of, some weird, awful smelling stuff.
Yeah.
Do we know what that is?
Yes.
Alcohol, probably.
Spiked Everclear.
Spiced Everclear.
Spiced. Everclear's already spiked enough.
Trip, you get a text message on your phone from Miss Rosestone.
Oh, God.
Meet us at the library. Bring Nessa.
I was about to try to escape.
So.
Really, way that easy.
What's up?
I have to go do something very important. Nessa has to come with me.
Do.
Yes, we're going to go see people that we saw last night. We're going.
Job never stops, does it?
No, this is of a different variety. We're going to see the folks we saw last night.
We are?
Yes.
Oh.
So, okay. Thanks for coming by.
We'll be back. Don't worry. There's movies and snacks, and there's a bag of water balloons just in case you get a little angsty.
Gotcha.
Also, there's some paint too. In case you want to phone with paint too. Options.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure the bill isn't in your name, so fucking be a rock star.
I think some rom-coms, maybe.
I think there's some in there. There's some popcorn. Have at it, Nessa. We have to go do a thing.
Okay.
I will stay since I have not been summoned.
Yeah.
So I'll stay and watch.
Peace out. And before Trip leads, Trip's gonna put the emergency can of silly spray. Bye. And just a little squirt on each of them, and then throws it to them and leaves.
I mean, Nessa, you could make a break for it.
The Slayer is faster than I am.
You could also say, hey, like, could we not go immediately to the library? I mean, you did talk about how you left your friend all high and dry. You got choices.
Did the thing about the wherever what we're doing need to be like a instant right now thing?
It was a combination of let's leave these two alone,
Mm-hmm.
and also we should probably has a timeline on it kind of thing. So I just combined the two together in a really aggressive manner.
Okay. Do you think we have time to like go by my place so one, I can continue groveling at my best friend's feet and hope he will forgive me after all of this, and change out of my clothes from last night because I didn't think.
Yeah, don't you live
near
the school anyhow?
Hi, meddling director here. You could also bring him.
It's an idea she was thinking of.
It's an option. I mean, it might kill two crows with one stone.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Mm.
Did you hear it? Y'all heard it, right?
The idea.
Y'all hear this shit?
This idea has been planted in my mind. It is, Nessa's mulling it over and has been mulling it over all day.
And as Nessa is mulling it over, I believe it's time to take a break.
Okay.
So we will be back in 5 minutes, hopefully with a special surprise. And 5-10 minutes, stretch our leggies, bio break. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. And welcome our special guest, one Finocchini. Hello, Guildmaster,
Hello.
friend, and storyteller.
I just expect that the introduction of any time I'm here, it's just gonna get worse. It's not even gonna be Fettuccine at any point. It's just gonna be Fen.
It's just
gonna devolve into.
Welcome, special guest, Fe.
Yes, thank you.
I am stirring a mocha frappuccino that I accidentally left in the freezer a bit too long. Oopsie doodle. So, as Nessa... as Nessa racks her brain, does she immediately go to the library where people may need her? Or does she go back home where Neil might need her?
She's gonna be like, can we go home? Go to my house under the premise of like, I should probably change clothes. I'm still in my clothes from last night. The ones that Miss Rosestone saw me in yesterday, so...
I mean, you live, in the same area as the school. I don't see there's, a big issue.
And, we do that, and I also Trip, I have a question. If someone were to tell people about, the existence of the weird... Is there, a council that punishes people? Would I get in trouble if I just went, hey, Neil, all of this exists. I'm really sorry.
As Trip considers their answer, we cut to about a night before. Much later, and much after your roller rink event. It rained that night. Late night rain, as you do. Robert, trying to get everything out of his head. The annoyance of Jono yelling at him from when he was at Bianca's. The vampire that got invited to Bianca's home.
Thanks for that.
Just everything with the principal. He wanted to ride his bike to clear his head. And it's not the first time he's done it in the rain. Fortunately, he's usually much more perceptive. As he tries to cross the street, a car comes up, horn blaring, before Before Robert can react, he is pulled from his bike. The black and red masterpiece mangled underneath tire. But Robert is safe. Cole, would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you.
As Robert refocuses his quick alteration of his reality from being in front of headlights to not being in front of headlights, he's greeted by a person that stands about 6 foot even, not incredibly tall, but tall enough. Athletically built, but not exceptionally so. A individual that seems to be wearing a rather nice, we can go with a Nike if we want to throw out brands.
No, we're not sponsored.
Wait,
But
we don't have a
Nike.
Sponsorship from Spotify? What?
Not this week. We'll just get epidemics.
Not yet.
It'll happen.
An athleisure brand.
An athleisure brand. No. But in tank top, is it summertime or winter?
It's fall.
I'm trying to remember. Fall? Okay, cool. Probably a t-shirt and some, I would say, almost like basketball shorts, but with a set of kind of like warming layer tights underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Black hair that's been loosely wrapped up into a bun, messily so. He kind of looks and goes, always look both ways before crossing the street. You know that, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh,
Just, that's how you freeze up and I don't want you getting hurt. You can get your bike fixed too.
oh, thanks. How did you... That was really fast.
It's one of the things I'm capable of, I guess. I don't know. One of the things that I've been practice at. I don't know. Nothing special.
Robert kind of sort of slowly gets up, like sort of dusting himself off. Rain still pouring down. It's a bit starry-eyed.
Do you want to dry off a little bit? My uncle's cafe is nearby.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
He'll lead the way. He'll take down some information. I assume the car has stopped. Maybe. Take down.
It didn't.
Okay. He'll take down what information he can recall from that. Pick up the bike, sling it over one shoulder, and then kind of walk with Robert.
I'm Robert, by the way. Robert Torrance.
Cole Braddock.
Nice to meet you, Cole, and be saved by you.
It's okay. You have the opportunity to do it. It's better to do it than not to live with the consciousness of watching somebody get slammed by a bus in front of you, or car. Small difference. Anyway. Yeah. Gotta be of help.
Robert's a smooth 5'7". Like he's sort of kind of like looking away, just sort of like not really sure what to say.
I forgot to mention that he is ridiculously hot, right? Did I forget to mention that?
Yes.
I guess you did.
Really? But I had already figured it out.
Do you
Like,
wanna?
oh, no, he's hot.
Do you wanna? Do you wanna say?
No,
How many?
I'm gonna leave it up to interpretation for right now.
All right. Okay.
We'll cover
okay.
that later. We'll cover the number later.
So yeah, Robert's going through the stages of oh no, he's hot. As you reach your uncle's cafe, what is it called?
I believe it's just called the Cafe, and some nice artistic lettering. It's got like a circle around it, and it's in a nice like blue and orange kind of coloration with like a red background to that whole circle. this small little like hole in the wall style cafe joint.
Gotcha.
Like a short like strip mall style set of buildings.
As soon as you walk in, almost every employee, the manager, they're like, Cole! And they're all just so happy to see you. This is clearly a family business.
Yes, I'm in town. I know. I didn't let you guys know beforehand. It's a bit of a mental thing. Having that time, I'm sorry.
Guess you're pretty popular around here.
I'm the son of their owner's brother. Their owner is my uncle. Let me put it that way. I don't know why I took the long way around. And as such, everybody knows me because I'm Cole. I'm the, I don't know, success story of a family.
So, you want to get some coffee or something?
Yeah, whatever you want. It's on the house.
Okay. Robert, what'd he drink? Robert gets a simple caramel macchiato.
I think Cole's probably feeling a French vanilla latte, as it is kind of late. So, just something to.
Don't want to be up all night.
There's, I assume, some nice chairs that you can lounge in. He'll, while Robert is ordering, Cole will hand off the bike to one of the shift supervisors, and say, "Can you run that to Tig and run that over to one of the shops, and get that fixed?"
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Thanks.
Then he just immediately goes. No questions asked.
This is why I go to the cafe at night. Second shift doesn't ask questions.
As Robert is also ordering, you get a text from your phone on your phone.
Who's it from?
Tanya.
Okay. What does it say?
Enjoying your little excursion stateside?
Best as I can. Putting the final touches on Felix's project.
How is Fee doing?
He's doing good. Usual. He's a little rough lately, but still doing better than, way back when we all first met.
Do you want me to find him for you? It is late.
No, he'll be okay. I assume he'll find his way to wherever he needs to be.
Robert sort of sits in probably a table right next to near a window or something. So just looks out at the rain.
Cole, realizing that he's been texting for too long, quickly does his own quick latte art and then follows him over.
So, what brings you to Haven Rock?
Oh, I used to grow up here a long time ago. Moved across the ocean to Britain for a while, and so accent's kind of hit and miss. But came back here because a friend of mine has a project that he wants to set up here in Haven Rock, and I know people that know people, and that's what I'm here for.
Oopsie doop. Whoop.
Oh no.
I was trying to make sure that everything was good, and my mouse decided to go, "You want to minimize this window, right?"
All good. But, yeah, know people that know people, investors that like battles, that sort of stuff,
So are you helping anyone else? Is this a nightly? I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Just kind of stoking over the fact that a really cute guy hit me.
Yeah, it's not a nightly occurrence, but it's something I do every now and then. Though you are probably going to be the only person I save this evening.
Oh, look at me being special.
I mean, I wouldn't have invite you to coffee if I didn't think you weren't.
Oh. And Robert awkwardly sips his really hot caramel macchiato.
Just the
Also, romance this episode.
sorry for that.
I am
Unnecessary
for it.
SMS.
Oh no, yeah, we gotta have some happiness.
He'll go. So, Robert.
Yeah.
You're from around here, and you know. Do you happen to? What are you? Are you on campus?
Yeah. Senior year.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Just wondering if you were caught up in some of the more interesting things that happen around here.
Define interesting.
What's your definition of interesting?
Well, I tried to tell the principal this, but he didn't want to listen, so. There's this guy, John Bustillos. He shot one of my friends.
Let's see. You shot one of your friends?
Yeah.
How might this be?
My friend Nessa. She's kind of like a newer friend, but she's a friend, like, she helped my other friend, older friend, Bianca, with the thing.
Anyone else that evening?
I don't know, but, I did hear, another gunshot as I was being taken away by, I guess, their friend Izzy. She's kind of cool. Cool car. Like a four-door Mustang. Because it's 2020.
If it's not a Mach-E, then it doesn't exist.
That should show me for trying to reclaim a mistake. But yeah, Nessa's a good person. Jono,
Things
he's
to say about her, so I assume she's good.
Jono, he's a major asshole.
I feel like there are way worse words that you can use than major asshole.
Yeah, but I mean,
He did try to, actually didn't try to, successfully shot 2 people.
well, I don't really know him, so maybe monster isn't the word.
Monster is probably a very appropriate word.
Why do you ask? I mean,
I was just trying to gauge where you sat in all this, and I apologize for being a little bit cryptic about it.
no worries.
To give you some clarity on what I mean by that is, Jono did shoot somebody else with that second gunshot. A good friend of mine, Felix, and that's one of the reasons I'm here, is to help him. So
I think it's cool that you came from all the way over across the pond to help a friend.
he's a very dear friend of mine. So I'd do anything that he asked, because he's already done the same for me.
Kind of like that with my friend Bianca.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've known each other for years. Grew up here, and she asked anything, even if I don't know all of her magic stuff.
You learn?
Sorry, repeat that.
Are you learning?
Oh no, not me. She is, and I think maybe Nessa. I don't know. They've got like that vibe, like that Stevie Nicks kind of vibe.
I'm a mage and I'm trying desperately to hide it vibe.
Well, I don't think Bianca's hiding it, because, I mean...
No, nobody's actually hiding it.
Yeah. I guess.
But I know what you mean.
I mean...
I'm glad you got people like that.
Nessa and her friends, other than Jono, they were there for her when she kind of messed up. And that means they're good people.
It's a lot of what I've heard as well from Felix. So gladly, I agree with that.
I am talking your ear off, huh?
I mean, if I had to be somewhere, I would have put you in a car wherever you need to go and already been on to whatever we're doing next. But I ain't got nothing to do, so talking is more than acceptable. Spent most of my day in board meetings and talking with investors. None of it's exciting.
I bet.
So the chance to break it up a little and talk with people who know people that helped friends of mine. It's always a good time.
Yeah. Hey, weird question.
Weird answer.
You ever play Persona 5? And with that, the conversation sort of continues as Robert shows his nerdy side, and you have a nice little night.
At the end of it, Cole will pass him a business card and go, if you ever need anything, give that a call.
Okay.
Either I'll answer, or Ty will, and Ty knows how to get a hold of me. So.
Okay. Thanks, Cole.
Of course. Pleasure to meet you, Robbie.
Pleasure to meet you too. Hi, better go.
Of course.
And Robert is full out blushing as he walks back to his house.
Haven Rock is just a dating sim, everyone. Surprise.
Surprise.
Interesting theory. Thank you for the raid,
Hey.
Marina 1. Thank you so much. Now, back to Nessa and Trip.
Yep.
Present day.
Yeah.
Is there like a council who like punishes you if you're like bad?
Yeah. This is thought process right now.
So, technically, yes.
Technically.
But also not really.
So if I were to give Neil, my best friend of like my entire life, like the rundown, like, hey, scary, spooky things, I do magic, I wouldn't get like thrown in magic jail.
Can't promise that.
Okay.
You're also talking to the person with literally the least magical knowledge you could have asked.
Or just more supernatural knowledge than I have.
I don't actually think I do. I think you are confusing me with literally anyone else.
Nessa, your phone buzzes.
Uh-huh.
It is a text from Nathaniel, or Mr.
Okay.
Kroloff.
What does it say?
Miss Langley, I believe there is an associate here who is an associate of yours.
What? And just be like, huh?
Someone who knows your friend. And then, like, there's the dots, like, what is the name? Question mark. Starts with an F. I know this.
Just text back. Felix?
I believe so, yes.
Oh. Shit. Fuck. God damn it.
You want to inform the class what is going on? You just looked at your phone for a long time, started swearing.
I mean, apparently whoever's there, is an associate of Felix's?
I mean, it's not Jono because he's met.
Yeah, it's not met Jono. It's just somebody else. Oh my god. Oh my god.
There are so many boys in my life and I don't know what to do.
It's a dating sim.
It's a
Surprise!
dating sim. Surprise.
Surprise, Johnny! It's a dating sim.
Yep. Oh god.
Okay. Why don't we
Mm-hmm.
go to your house,
Mm-hmm.
get change,
Yep.
and then we'll figure out what happens after that.
Sounds good. Yeah, no, that's a good plan. Good plan. Very good plan.
Director,
Yes.
how are we getting there?
Well, I would assume you have Uber installed on your phones just for this occasion.
I'm assuming Izzy went back to the library with everyone.
You-
Izzy? Are you near the hotel still?
Do you want me to be near the hotel?
Nessa has to get changed, and we have to go to the library.
10 minutes ETA.
Little green heart emoji.
A wolf with a heart emoji.
We have a ride.
As Trip and Nessa get into Izzy's car. Ashley, you are about 20 minutes into last holiday. I didn't realize that Queen Latifah was such a great actress. I haven't seen many movies because, didn't really get out before Slayer thing. Hey. And she kind of places a hand on your shoulder. Thanks for staying. And as soon as that hand touches your shoulder, roll me willpower plus occult.
Don't like that.
That's not too bad. $12.
How many success levels?
So, is 2.
Cool. You won't get a nosebleed this time. So, as soon as Gretchen touches you, you feel yourself gasping before your perspective is immediately shifted. You see an abandoned warehouse. Dangerous pieces of rebar sticking out of the ground. And you see someone. You can't really make out the figure, but they're holding Trip by the neck, dangling them over this rebar. And as you snap back to focus, you realize you need to warn them. Well, what? You okay? What happened? Is it another one of your vision things?
Yeah. Oh. Fuck me on it.
If you've got to go.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I will text Trey about the vision and that. I'll like message Trey saying, if you ever go to a abandoned warehouse, be careful.
Okay.
This text makes no sense.
Just an okay with a question
I'll
mark.
say vision. I'll say vision. Explain what I saw. Be careful.
Okay with a period. Okay.
Trip, did you know that Ashley had visions before this?
No, because nobody tells me anything.
Technically,
I'm not even sure I knew that Ashley had
you
vision.
did.
hold on. You both
I-
did because Ashley told you about nightmares.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Yes.
Or a nightmare, but not necessarily
Nightmare.
visions.
Yeah, not necessarily visions. see things, but like didn't know. Just be like, we had like a precognitive.
I mean, honestly, Trip has written off anything with magic as okay. Like a big old okay.
Okay.
I don't know shit about magic.
Everything okay?
That's the thing with visions. I don't know how recent.
That was Izzy. Sorry.
It's on me. Apparently in the future, I will not be.
What? Izzy
Straight
almost stops the car.
Yeah. I don't think I can really do anything about it, right? Like, I don't know how all of that works. I'm assuming that if I try to avoid it, like, okay, this is the plot of several movies. If I try to avoid my fate, it will show up by avoiding it. So I'm just gonna acknowledge it and move on. Be careful. That's all I got.
Okay, we need to talk to your watchers.
Why? Why is this happening today? Why? Why couldn't I have one weekend?
So we get to Nessa's place, where Neil's sort of just chilling, not really.
What the fuck is this?
Nessa, do you run in?
Yeah, there's a bit of a running in.
Do you just? I'm just.
I mean, if you want to come in, you can.
I think it would make it worse. I don't know what's going on.
I don't really know what's going on either. But yes, be like.
So now I know. When panic is introduced and stress is introduced, no brain cells for anyone.
Nope.
I never had any to begin with.
So... Go out the window when stress is involved. So she'll go in, and be like,
"Whoa, where's the fire?"
Hard to explain. But I am going to get changed because I'm still wearing the same clothes I was wearing last night. But how would you like to come to the school library?
Okay.
It's a lot to explain, but I will do my best. Just give me 5 minutes. We'll head up to my room and change out of the clothes from last night.
And so, may I ask you?
Mm-hmm.
Does your home have like a back door, like a back entrance, or is it just the one main door?
I think it's got like a small backyard. So yeah, there's a back door.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I don't like how that sounds. So, maybe like a quick like throwing water on the face, like the dab of like makeup under the eyes to hide like dark circles, so I don't look just stressed. But yeah, then just sort of the first clothes I see, probably just a pair of shorts, like a tank top or something, along with a hoodie, and the first pair of shoes I see.
Mm-hmm. Robert has put on a varsity jacket.
Robert? When did Robert get in my house?
Neil, sorry.
I was like, yeah.
What am I doing?
It's all of these romantic interests. The dating sims lines are getting crossed.
Yep.
What plot are we following?
Don't do this. Don't do this, man. Don't.
Thank you.
So Neil has sort of put on like a varsity jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So are you ready to go, or?
Yeah. No, there's a car with my friends outside. They're gonna take us to the library, and I'm going to attempt to explain what is going on.
Cool. Let me write a note for your dad, and then.
Cool.
You see Neil sort of like package up like breakfast and then a light lunch that he made for your dad, and this sort of like,
There's more than for my dad than I do.
thanks for the hospitality, Mr. Langley, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
And just puts it in the fridge.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yes. And we'll get out, let him in the car and just like, everyone, Izzy, Trip, this is Neil, this is Izzy, and Trip.
Hi.
We're now, I guess, headed to the library. Okay.
Trip,
Is he
there is...
aware of what he's getting himself into by being in this car?
Probably not.
What am I getting myself into?
I know where to start.
Yep.
We're going to the school.
Yep, we're going to the school. We're going to the library. We're going to meet with whoever is there. Miss Redstone, Kroloft, and this new mystery person. Okay.
Well, it's better to be involved. So
It's gonna be interesting. You're gonna learn a lot really fast. I have.
Hey, Langley, breathe.
Yes.
Don't overload the
nice.
kid.
He was real nice
And as he
happy on that.
pulls away. Actually, Gretchen's sort of pacing at this point. Okay, so Trip is in trouble, or will be in trouble, and I mean, we gotta help, don't we? Or you've gotta help, and
Well,
I mean, if
yeah, but you're going through it. I don't think you need the added stress.
I'll be okay. I've got rom-coms and chocolate and popcorn and silly string. They need you.
I'll give it a last ironic technology before I go.
Oh, sorry, repeat that?
And I'll give it a last hug before I leave, and then a quick technology. Like,
Go be a hero.
and then I will rush out and get a taxi or an Uber or whatever the copyright-free version of Uber is.
Or you could text Izzy, yo.
I'm not gonna be that.
There's one more seat.
No, I'll just well, it's not a rush, right? I'll probably just enjoy the walk and fresh air.
Okie dokie. So you all convene at the library with Neil. So as you're walking, Neil sort of like looks around the halls of the high school.
Mm.
So you guys can just walk in after hours or on weekends.
I have keys.
Yep. And also, while we were in the car, I probably gave him the very abridged version of the last month's events, starting with whatever happened at Impulse and gone through and just been like, "Did they throw me in magic jail? This is what happens."
Cool. I just want to know. Because you are trying to explain a lot of stuff to someone who may or may not know about the mystic arts.
Yep.
So I need you to roll me.
You're gonna break this man's brain.
Yes, I am.
You're gonna be responsible for this.
Do.
It's great.
Oh, I don't.
I
envy
say
him.
willpower because you're just trying to get it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Willpower and influence.
Can I help Nessa in any way?
Do you want to?
Yes.
Okay, so
Just
roll
say
me
doctor
roll me the
is
same
there.
roll, and whatever your successes are or success levels, Nessa adds that to hers.
Cool.
Influence, willpower, willpower?
Yep.
I don't have any in influence, but I have willpower.
Okay.
What'd you get?
We're not breaking this man's brain.
Oh, great. I'm also gonna use.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay.
No, you're not.
I got a 9.
I have 5 successes.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
So-
rolled a 10. What a waste of a 10.
So that would be 6.
That is 5
6.
For 17. It is an
And since
excellent-
you rolled a 9, that's
Mhm.
one
I
success
got an
level,
adequate
so
success. I imagine
6 total.
I'm panicking through the whole thing, and like Trip is in the background and be like, "Yes, this thing is this," explaining it more thoroughly.
Mm-hmm. Neil's a little hard to read right now.
Yeah, I bet. I expected this.
So, anyhow, no, there was a lot tossed at you, and Trip will like go to their locker and unlock it, grab a stake out. You might need one of these in the future. It's best to just keep it on you, and
Thanks.
just like shut the locker. Just keep going. I don't think you guys understand how many like stupid Slayer things Trip just has in their locker.
So, you enter the library. You see Miss Rowstone, Mr. Kroloft, a mystery man in a nice suit.
Oh no, he's hot.
Oh no, he is hot.
Oh no!
Oh,
And Felix leaning against the table.
Oh no, he's also hot.
too. Oh no, the temperature of this room is too high.
So what, do you think a werewolf killed Gretchen's parents? We don't know that for sure, but it is a bit fortuitous that you have brought your friend here. Mr. Braddock, was it?
Right. Oh, Braddock.
Braddock.
I mean, all the evidence that you guys have points towards werewolves, correct?
Indeed.
So, I guess follow-up question is, are there werewolves in the nearby vicinity that would be a likely culprit for it?
A culprit? A culprit?
Trip.
I mean,
Hello. Where's... she probably stayed with Gretchen.
yeah. I mean, was not on the requested list of people to summon. Thought it'd be smart to leave someone with Gretchen. Even though she's a very capable slayer. Grief is a bitch. So...
Felix just goes, huh.
So, yeah. We're here. My girlfriend's a werewolf.
Hey, werewolf. Didn't do this shit. Wait,
We have an
you're
expert.
a werewolf? Who's this? She's pointing at Nadia's pointing at Neil.
Yeah, it's a really long story. Other than the fact that my best friend since I was like,
Can I take a
Forever.
gander at this?
huh?
Can I take a gander at this?
Sure, Mr. New Person.
Best friend who you've known forever, who is not in the circle that we currently are presiding in, being brought in. Based upon the slackjaw expression and about the past, however much of a too long didn't read that you gave him.
Oh, so this is Neil.
Yeah, this is Neil. He arrived yesterday, and I kind of didn't want to stand him up and leave him at my house all weekend. So I may have made rash decisions.
I mean, could have made worse ones, but sure.
Yeah.
Give it time. We've made some pretty dumb choices.
I mean, it has to be smarter than than anything that has to do with Jono and guns.
Fair.
Yeah, it's not a high bar.
Yeah, I'd say it doesn't take much to be better than that, but
I will say at this point, Aisling walks into the library.
Oh, hey. long time
Hello.
no see.
So who's with Gretchen then?
It's actually been fine. I didn't believe it, but Christy put me out. Which is out of character. That is a lie.
Cole doesn't know enough about you to question it, nor does he really feel like pressuring that.
Neither does Felix.
We've all lied today. It's fine.
That's just
Great, so
just an
gang's all
existential
here.
crisis of just, oh no. Looks at Felix, looks at Neil, oh no.
So, gang's all here. What's the big old plan? Well, we've heard some rumblings that there may be other werewolves in this town. Perhaps in the forest.
Oh, wait, I should probably tell y'all about that.
Wait, did I have a vision about the forest?
Is there something you forgot to share with the class? Also, I don't think we've properly met. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Cole. Cole Braddock.
I'm calling you Cole. I'm tired of calling people by their motherfucking last names.
Yes, I would also appreciate it if we
You
watched
don't have to call me by my last name. Like, I'm your watcher.
Calling you Nadia makes me feel bad.
Hypocrite.
Yeah, because I have photographic memory. When I remember the vision of the forest that I had, because I feel like I remember having a vision of the forest.
You saw Robert running through the forest.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll bring that up again. So, I had a vision, multiple weeks back, or whatever it was. Robert is running through the forest. I feel like this might be the time that it happens, but I can't be too sure.
You also had another vision if you want to share with the class.
Yep. Well, I already told Trent about it. Just really anyone needs to know.
Alright, so I don't honestly know much about werewolves.
I mean,
Even
we have
track
a
them.
verifiable expert here.
Look, if there are any werewolves in that forest, they're keeping to themselves and staying out of trouble.
Speaking of creepy shit in the forest, when we were all looking for Robert the other day,
Did he go missing?
he's not missed. It was like a week ago.
Not even a week ago. It was like,
A few days
fucking,
ago.
It was fucking Wednesday.
yeah, we're on Saturday.
We're on Saturday. We've had a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday, and a Saturday. It was like,
Our brains
Time.
are just like, ah.
this is why I write the day of the week on the
Yep.
top.
Yep.
Yeah, but well, we were all looking for Robert, and we really couldn't reach him. We all kind of split up and went to a bunch of different places. And Izzy and I went to, the forest. For the record, on my urging, I know, creepy forest, blah blah blah. We get great cell service, it's fine. So when we made our way into the creepy sad forest, there was this creepy sad humming that was coming, and it was discernibly colder, like significantly, and then I couldn't leave for a moment. There was a moment where I was stuck, and then
All the more reason to sort of leave that as a last resort.
yeah, it's just something worth noting. It didn't feel malevolent, just felt creepy.
Malevolent?
Whatever. Can I buy a vowel?
I think you need a consonant, not a vowel.
Felix sort of smirks at that.
Look, I'm trying to be serious here. Do you know how hard that is for me?
Extremely.
Yes, actually.
Yes. You're
That
doing
was a
great,
rhetorical question!
but you're doing great.
Anywho, it was really creepy, and Izzy was right, and we should have not gone in there, but I thought it was an important base to cover. So yeah, there's that. For Forgot to tell the class that one. That's on me. Didn't really think it was relevant.
So we have no leads, no path to go instead of a creepy forest, and not everyone wants us to go into. Great.
I mean, I'm down for going into the creepy forest. Like, I truly think we're probably missing shit in the creepy forest that's like right there. But no one else probably wants to go into the creepy forest, and I acknowledge that.
Could we go into the creepy forest in the middle of the day?
I don't really think it matters. It was like kind of no matter what.
Oh no.
Okay, this is a lot for me, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back to Nessa's place.
Okay.
This isn't my nice meeting you all.
That's
And-
yours. You can keep it. You might have to use it. Aim for the heart, pointy end.
Cool. Thanks. And Neil sort of walks away and walks out of the library.
Okay, you're gonna have to deal with that later.
I want to hide under the tables now.
But Felix is here. That'd be a poor choice. And his
What
hot
about me?
friend.
That's,
No offense, Cole. You're extremely hot. It'd be stupid to not acknowledge it.
Yeah, I suppose that's correct.
I was just trying to be.
Subtle
Yeah.
and not in my vocabulary.
Everywhere
I've
you
learned
go,
this.
Braddock.
Hmm?
Everywhere you go. Felix just sort of like, well, if we are looking for people and whatnot, I can probably get my goggles, ride around town, see what I can pick up. And he kind of points to Nadia, you're a pretty powerful telepath, so if I think real hard, you'll probably be able to hear me. Probably. You staying around here, Braddock, or?
Might for a little while. I'll catch up when I'm ready.
Just call if you need me. And he sort of like walks past, shades on. Doesn't go into shadow form, just walks out of the library. Actually, you see the not so subtle gesturing of Trip basically saying, you better go get it.
And this is just like, do what?
I literally just said subtle was not a thing.
Do what?
Something's off. Go fucking figure it out.
Okay. I will go see if I can assist Felix at anything. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go hide in, I don't know, the art room.
Oh, Triple then, like, just obviously whip out phone after having a better thought and being like, see about this Cole figure. Like, what's the history? Send it to Nessa. Just put it away. Like, just in the middle of the room. Tick, 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 tick. Like, the sound is on. Trip doesn't turn off the sound. It's just annoying.
Well,
Yeah.
we are sort of spinning on our wheels and we're down a slayer, but we are more than capable with hands to do things. So
I would say we are not down a Slayer. I'm pretty sure that if we gave Gretchen something actually tangible to do, she'd probably do it with, well, vigor, zeal.
you hear a tapping noise, as if something is tapping against glass. Someone open that window. You see a crow at that window.
Ooh, I'll open it. I want to open it. I
You
want to
re-
look hard. Do I recognize this crow?
It's
Is it
Calliope.
Hello, Calliope.
Calliope bows and sort of flies to Nathaniel's shoulder. Oh, Mr. Braddock, this is Calliope.
Pleasure to meet you, Calliope.
Calliope bows.
Cold brother.
Calliope sort of crows a little bit before flying out. Have you checked on your friend Bianca lately?
Another text. Nessa, what's Robert and Bianca up to? Specifically Bianca, but check on them both while you're at it. They're like attached at the hip. Just pawning it off to Nessa, who has better relationships with people.
The last... Nadia sort of like, last I thought... And she sort of like reaches into her purse and pulls out a tiny book. I think she was scheduled for therapy today.
Yay!
Therapy's good.
Nessa's out of the room.
Yeah, I know.
So I suppose we... Or you check up on her. Check up on Robert while you're at it.
So I actually just told Nessa to check up on both of them because Nessa has a better relationship with them than I do.
Yes, but Jono's not with you.
That is true. I've had like 3 conversations with all of them though.
I mean, if we're trying to get in, I do happen to probably garner enough attention from Robert to pass a feasible introduction.
What? You know what? Actually, don't answer that.
You asked
Who else
what?
do we need to bother?
Nadia and Nathaniel sort of like look at each other, just...
Okay, so message to Nessa. Scratch that. Focus on Felix. I want more details about this Cole. We're off to find them ourselves. Apparently there was a connection? Question mark? I don't know. These words are weird.
Okay, so we are splitting off with Trip, Ashley, and Cole, and then Nessa.
Yep.
Okay. Nessa and Cole, roll me a d10.
1.
Do we add anything to it?
Nope.
1d10. I'm gonna use.
Glad I got my 1 out of the way
That's
right
true.
now.
You didn't waste your 10 on something like I did.
So, the trio is going first.
Yeah, no matter what, you cannot roll lower than me.
I can tie you though, and that's important.
Yeah.
Sure.
So how are you getting to Bianca's home?
Well, hey, Izzy.
I mean, if you don't wish to keep pestering your friend, you can always take one of my vehicles.
I can drive your car.
No, you can't drive. Tide drives. Or I drive. Depends on the day.
I mean, we could do that. I mean, I'm assuming, Izzy, you want to stay here and do research shit and stuff.
Actually, I think I'm going to get out and about, see if I can catch any scent. I mean, might as well put those senses into good use, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Just be careful. All of you.
Hey, right back at ya.
Yeah.
And
As you all walk, you see
Full shotgun.
No.
you see Izzy go to her car, Nessa talking with Felix, and a brick shit house next to a fancier vehicle than both of them. Would you please describe Tyke?
Tig is this like 6'6", muscle built, like hulking individual, with a very clean cut fade, of bright orange hair, and the like permanent 5 o'clock shadow. That is also that fiery orange.
How many push-ups can you do?
Enough.
You wanna go right now? I'm just I'm curious.
Do you wish to go somewhere, Mr. Braddock?
Right now.
Yes, we. I believe Tanya gave us the location where Robert lives, so we can stop right there. Need to check up on one of his friends.
Tig opens the door for you, Cole. And then the rest of you.
He'll look at Tig as he opens it. Just get the engine running. We can take care of it.
Mm.
Hop in.
Tig nods, gets the engine running, and you're off to Roberts.
For reference, because somebody who I personally find this in a point of clarification, it is a Mercedes AMG.
Yep, I knew this was coming.
I knew it. I was like, if this isn't a Mercedes, I'll eat my hat. Car?
Is either a Mercedes or like a high-end BMW.
It was a Mercedes, or I was thinking of possibly a brought over Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah, but I think Rolls is too audacious.
It is a little flashy.
Yeah.
Even for the flashy.
Cole is a bit more functional driven when it comes to cars. So. Yeah,
You
like 63. Yeah.
You head over to Robert's home.
Oh shit! On the way over, we'll just text. We have like a bigger group chat, I think, with like all friends, not like no adults, all friends. It's like, oh, seniors.
Is that the name of the chat?
It's called seniors, is what it's called. And then like
I do love no adults, all friends.
It's like in the brackets, like when you like have a command, when you ask like Siri to text a group, it's no adults, all friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's the command to like text the group.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get confused. And it's just like, oh fuck. At Bianca, at Robert. What are you guys doing? Question mark. Send it out.
Your message is delivered.
Motherfuckers. I mean, I saw this coming, but still.
As you get to Robert's, his parents are probably out doing their jobs and whatnot.
Damn it, I have rapport with them.
You have rapport with one.
With one, which is good enough. It is better than not anything, Mr. Torres.
You see on the door a plushie of a video game character, you think?
Does this plushie look like a certain bear that we met?
No. I believe Cole mentioned that he played Persona 5 a while ago. You recognize this character to be Yusuke from Persona 5. With a badly scrawled message in what you hope is red ink. Come find him.
Right, forest. He's going to be in the forest.
I don't like it here. Hold on. Before we go jumping to conclusions.
I had a vision about this.
No, wait. We have two dots to fucking dot an I here. First things first, Trip will touch the red. Is it blood?
No.
Oh. That is pleasant as hell. You know what? That's one tick for the good box.
Trip Ward ever the optimist. I'm sorry.
Ward never the optimist, but was expecting the negative and was pleasantly surprised.
Oh.
You plan for the worst, and if the best happens, you're pleasantly surprised kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, hey, that's a win. Anyhow, Trip will kind of like wipe it on the porch and be like, we still have to look for Bianca. Like, we're gonna probably end up at the forest. Like, let's not. Bianca's house, I have her address. We've broken in there before.
It is down the street. You could probably walk
it's like,
from.
We'll just walk. I'm sorry, do you mind if we walk? Okay.
I guess, follow-up question. Is the door unlocked behind the one Yosuke doll.
The door is unlocked.
I'll meet you all there. We're gonna take a quick peek through.
Okay. Yell really loud if something bad happens.
I'll text you.
Yeah, that work.
And he walks inside.
But then you think, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, you don't have my number.
Is
Wait a second. Get back
anyone going to accompany Cole?
here. I mean,
I was gonna say, for the sake of it, just have Ty follow me. I don't need a scene out of this. I was just
Yeah.
gonna have him look through him and Ty real quick, and then catch up with them next week.
As you look through, you see that there's obvious signs of a struggle. It seemed that Robert was in the kitchen making something, home alone.
Okay.
But you...
No laptops open with recipes or.
No? His phone is there.
Okay.
It seemed that he was using his phone to look at recipes.
Gotcha. He'll look at it. He'll also kind of, I think, Cole be the fine person to keep that on him. I think he would. He'll pull out a set of black neoprene gloves, like the sterile kind,
Mm-hmm.
and slip them on before touching the phone.
As you touch the phone, it is unlocked.
We'll kind of purse through it for anything kind of.
The main thing you see is, funny enough, what looks to be a Wikipedia article. Right, Nate. Right as you sort of scroll like past the recipe and whatnot, and it's a Wikipedia article on House MD, that television series from a few years ago. But as you look closer, roll me intelligence notice.
Intelligence notice.
Yes.
I roll D10 and add both those for the me who is rolling with bonuses this time around.
Yes.
Okay. Which 4, so not great, but more than nothing. That is going to be 13.
Beautiful. You realize this isn't a Wikipedia article, it's a screenshot of a Wikipedia article for some reason. And scrawled on it in like, it seems to be edited, you know?
Yeah,
in like
as
that in like a yellow marker function, someone wrote "where" next to House MD.
where house is there anything else on the Wikipedia article that would help Cole put together the pieces that are there, or would he kind of? I think he probably just if there isn't any more that actually ties into it.
You can easily see that this is meant to say warehouse.
Oh, okay. I thought where as in WHERE.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Never mind. I am personally not putting it together. At least Cole's putting it together.
No worries.
Thank you, Cole, for rolling well.
That's what the rolls are for.
He will take that. He will keep the phone. He'll take the phone out and put it in the back of the trunk of the Mercedes before heading over to the Bianca's house.
Trip and Aisling. It's much of the same scene. The door is broken open.
not again.
It seems that whoever is doing this left another note on the door. It just says, "Where?" question mark. As you look around,
You know what Robert say? Come find.
come find him. And Bianca's note says where.
Fucking helpful.
Trip and Aisling, roll me a perception check. So a D10 plus perception and notice.
Oh, that's absolute dog shit.
I know where that is on the sheet.
10.
Okay, that's still a success.
Math is
Yeah,
hard.
that's the lowest I can roll. Lowest I can roll is a 10. For perception and notice stuff.
Math is hard. 17.
Oh, fuck out you.
I'm wasting my roll. We're gonna have something really bad happen, and I'm gonna be like, I rolled a 1.
Alright, I just rolled
Aisling, you're sort of looking around like someone really fucked up that door. Like, whoever did this is strong. Trip, you notice, are those ashes? You kind of look down and you sort of like take some in like your fingertips. No, it's like bone dust.
Oh, I touched some. That's witchy shit.
You can sort of, since Bianca has some history with necromancy, you could assume that she may have tried to defend herself with some spooky, scary skeletons that sent shivers down your spine.
I'll steal your soul tonight. Yeah.
But obviously it failed.
Well, at least we know she fought.
Cole, you join the two.
So, did you find anything? I guess we should check the fucking house. Is the door unlocked?
No.
Oh wait. Does anybody know how to open a door before I do it in a stupid way?
The door is locked because it's off its hinges.
I was just gonna knock it over. I was hoping to just open it and just...
There is a literal open space.
Oh, it's that big. I thought it was like a little bit where it's like a...
No, someone broke down this door.
Oh.
Broken down.
Tap. Tap, tap. Knock it down.
Trip taps the door on the ground.
And then I walk in. I got yelled at for not knocking before.
It seems that there was a struggle. Bianca threw a chair, a knife.
Nice.
Managed to get some of her spell components to summon what could have been spooky, scary skeletons to defend herself, but it was not enough.
Not enough shivers down those spines. Checking the basement. The creepy, spooky basement that we were in last time.
As you start to walk down that basement, it's well lit. There are no spell components down there. Just seems to be a normal ass basement. But as you're looking around, you notice that Cole, unlike Robert's house, Bianca's phone isn't here. So perhaps she has it with her.
Seeing that the phone is not in the house, he will text Tanya. Looking, I think he'd step back out in order to make it make sense. Back out to the trunk, look up Bianca's number in Robert's phone, text that number to Tanya to geolocate.
Give me a few. You get a rather quick response. all signs lead to an abandoned warehouse outside of town.
Perfect. Just wanted to confirm with you. Thank you. He'll pass information along. Bianca's phone, at least, whether or not she is there, is currently at a warehouse on the outside of town.
Why do I have a feeling we've been there before?
Have you?
I don't know. We were at one point in time at an abandoned warehouse outside of town. I know there was quite a few of them, so I'm not sure if it's the same one.
Quick question.
Hi.
Is that the one?
It is not the one set to
Okay.
be Nor.
Okay. I was just wondering, is this the one that he's been working on with
Nah.
us?
He
Nope.
goes, it's probably a different one, but let's just check.
That's just me, sure.
You know, we have that abandoned warehouse district that surrounds the outskirts of town. You know, we just gotta check.
Everyone has an abandoned warehouse district, you know?
Everyone has abandoned warehouses these days. We're in a no, Caleb, stop it. So I assume you pass on that information to everyone else.
Yeah, that's what he.
I
gives the
will
location.
warn Trip of
And then
the impending fate of the abandoned warehouses. See, I told you, abandoned warehouse. Careful.
I'm being careful that I have the knowledge, which is more than I would have had in whatever that was, but I am taking no precautions because I've watched movies, and what happens is when you try to avoid your fate.
can we have this conversation in the car?
Yes.
This might be time sensitive thing.
Tanya
I think
checks
we are having it in the car.
you, Cole. Do you want me to tell Fee?
Yeah, please. Just in case. I'm pretty sure that they'll tell us, but yeah.
On it.
Thank you.
Be careful.
You too.
Speaking of Fee, as you all start to travel and towards that abandoned warehouse, Nessa and Felix. As you see, Cole and the gang get into a rather nice car, and Felix is sort of like standing by his bike, like getting on. Yeah, do you need something?
Well, you have your classes and that. I have order reading, so I thought we might be able to work together and clear people faster.
Okay, I'm really just trying to find any werewolf things, but
I don't. They've got what they're working on. I don't know. I just need to do something.
okay. Are you sure you don't want to chase after your friend who was hailing a cab over there? And you see Neo kind
Yeah. Give me. Yeah. I should. I fucked up. I'm gonna. I'll be right back. And is gonna move towards Neil and.
Nessa, as soon as you get to Neil, you see Felix race off.
Fuck.
Hey.
God damn it. Hi. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's shouldn't have thrown all that on you. I don't know. You know how bad I am under stress. I freaked out. I panicked. But I wanted you to know. Maybe I didn't go about it the best way.
While you were gone, I saw some of your stuff. Some of your art stuff.
Yeah?
That guy's important to you, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, we don't really know each other that well, but I guess he's helped me out when things have happened, and so, yeah, I mean...
You know, you could have talked to me.
I know. I could have. I really should have.
I mean, you helped me through the ramen story. We could just... I thought we could just talk, but then I figured you were busy, and... I mean, I get it. Like, not all people fit into someone's life all the time. but didn't think you'd forget about me. I don't hate you. I don't think this will end our friendship, but you're like some superhero now, and I think I'm just gonna head home.
Yeah, I'll get you, cause my ride went away. Let me get an Uber. I'll go back to my house so I can make sure you get your stop, and I can at least get you the Uber to the airport.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
You get your Uber. You go back to your home. Are the lights on?
Probably not, because I don't think Neil is the kind of...
And it's the middle of the day.
Middle of the day, yeah.
You both sort of walk in. Neil starts sort of like grabbing his stuff in silence. A knock comes onto the door.
Bit confused, but we'll go over and maybe it's Felix or something. Maybe it's one of the somebody. I'd go over and open it.
You open it to a rather intricate and terrifying mask. As it just goes,
No.
and lunges at you.
Okay. Get out of magic.
You could try it.
I learned that spell last time.
Mm-hmm.
The Pulse of Cydia.
The Pulse of Cydia.
Yep.
I will say, since you are currently being accosted, a -5 to this roll.
Okay. And that one I will occultism and dryad sorcery do that as well?
Yes.
Cool. Well, that's a 6.
Okay.
And I think also I have to roll a d10 for a side effect, or does this just mean the spell doesn't go off?
Roll for a side effect. Then tell me what you get.
I got a 6.
Okay. It is not in the magic box book. Of course it's not. Okay. Of course.
Why would it be that easy?
Why would it be that easy? Let's say, for this case, custom side effect.
Mm-hmm.
As you sort of reach out to sort of like try and tell Neil not to be anywhere near you, the pulse fires off.
Oh no.
A pulse of red energy, as if it was in slow motion, collides with Neil and sends him flying into the kitchen. The figure has its hands around your neck. I need you to roll me a... It's not looking to kill you, it's looking to sort of choke you out into unconsciousness.
Maybe I saved Neil. Probably not.
D10 plus Constitution twice.
Okay. Okay, that's a 0, so that's a 10. So as far as Constitution, this will be 18. And then that will be a excellent.
I will allow you one chance to fight back.
Since magic didn't work, I am going to, I don't know, try to kick it in its chest and get myself free.
Okay.
I think I have it written as
Dexterity Kung Fu.
Dexterity Kung Fu.
Because it's close quarters combat.
Yep. I think it says Dexterity Kung Fu -1. I think, or because it's close quarters, or Dexterity Kung Fu. I don't know. Oh, that's not great. It's an 8. I will use my good luck to push it up to a 9, so that's 1 success.
Okay, you managed to kick the figure off just for a moment. What do you do?
Because you helpfully asked me earlier, I'm going to essentially... God, no, because Neil is there.
I will say that you have 2 options.
Uh-huh.
You run and try to get help, but you risk Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Or you stay, potentially lose, and risk the both of you. Making either choice will give you a drama point.
Give me a drama point. God, because all she wants to do right now is protect Neil. Because she has fucked this up royally, and if she lets him get taken, she's never going to forgive herself. So she is going to draw on some of her, self-defense stuff and try to press this small advantage that she has.
Okay.
Try to force it out.
Roll me dexterity. Well, are you trying to force the figure out by pushing? Like, try and just shove? Or are you trying to, use a kick? What are you trying to do?
Probably, a shove or, a shoulder. Essentially, take the shoulder to, its chest, because I kicked it in the chest once, so... And then just essentially try to take the shoulder to the chest to try to push it out the door.
Strength and Kung Fu.
That's only an 8.
You are unsuccessful. Oh boy. Okay, alright. I need to see how much this will hurt.
Yep.
Oh. I'm so sorry, we are going a little long.
You were gonna leave us on a cliffhanger either way. I know you.
Okay. Oof. How much hit points do you have?
I have 34.
That's 24 life points. As a smooth roundhouse kick comes to the side of your head.
Yeah, I'm left with 10.
You're delirious. Do you still try to fight?
God, I'm just Things
are getting a little hazy.
Yep, things are getting a little hazy. Attempt to fumble my phone, essentially try to, because I don't want to take Neil, and attempt to, because I want to attempt to try to send a help.
Okay.
A help, just sort of just a help text, and
for this, since you are delirious, and it would not be easy to use your phone in this circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Perception, computers, -3.
I got a 9.
You managed to get 1 help out. To who, you don't know.
It's just whoever was first in my my text. It's just the first one. Click, help, and then oh God.
The figure kicks your phone out of your hand
Yeah.
and picks you up by the throat.
Yeah.
Slamming you against the wall and knocking you unconscious.
Yeah.
Now I will ask you, because I know it's real late for Emily. Shall we call it here, or are you good to go for a little bit longer?
You're muted.
You are muted.
Yeah.
You're still muted, friend. You're still muted, friend. There we
We'll
go.
go for like another 20 minutes, but that's right.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, as you're traveling to the warehouse, in the group text, you get a help from Nessa. But you are reaching city limits. You don't know if you can turn back.
Text Felix then.
Right. Oh,
Oh, that's fine. Wait. Hello?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry. What do you text Felix? That
Oh,
Nessa's in
sorry.
trouble?
Yeah. Nessa's. It's simply Nessa sent help in group text. Check up. She should be at.
On it.
Thanks.
As you continue to travel, you get a text back from Felix. She's not at her place, but her friend is.
Did her friend see her?
He's out like a light.
He'll swipe over to Tanya and go, sorry to ask you to do this twice one night, but can you follow up on Nessa's phone?
Give me one sec. Seems to be in a residential area. Maybe her house?
Is it moving or standstill?
Standstill.
Okay. No. He'll text Felix. Her phone's there, right?
Just picked it up. You all pull up to the warehouse.
I think Trip is going to send a text to the Cuckoos.
That's what you're worried about? The art room?
Priorities.
You are unconscious, ma'am.
Trip will text the Cuckoos, and it'll just say, "Find Nessa."
Astra texts back. It'll take time.
Fine, with a period.
You pull up to the warehouse. You're outside. Creepy abandoned warehouse.
Town's full of them.
You know of at least two, including this one. Do you wait for the Cuckoos to respond before going in?
That's up to you, Trip.
Yeehaw.
Alright.
The three of you walk in.
I'm gonna have Tig start looking for Nessa. Take the car. I'll call the phone.
Trip,
This is
do you
like the,
do you
warehouse
tell
thing.
it does. Trip, do
Alright.
you tell Ty where to find the Cuckoos? Maybe assist them?
No. That's just Trip's Hail Mary.
all of you need to roll perception checks for me, please.
I'm terrified.
Right?
I
Right?
love you.
A D10 plus perception plus notice.
Right, cool.
I love you. You're the best. Everybody, we blessed my... Remember, my average roll was, in fact, an 8, I think. 7 or an 8. And we
14, so 3 success levels.
13 for me.
18. There's 5 success levels. I bless the rains down in Africa.
Da, da.
Here's the thing. You hear 3 separate people in 3 separate locations. Trip, you hear what you think might be Nessa. Cole, you hear what you might think is Robert. Aisling, you're pretty sure you just heard Bianca.
Are they all in the same direction?
No. As if a horror movie trope. No, they're not.
Go one by one.
Nope. Synchronize our watches. 10 minutes. And if not, I'm coming to kill everyone.
Sounds good.
Okay? Back here. 10 minutes.
If I beat that timeline, can I go looking?
More than 5, yes. Under 5, no.
Perfect. I can get there in about 5 minutes.
And break.
Break. As you go.
Cole will run full tilt.
Trip and Aisling, you see Cole run. Trip, what's your dexterity at?
6. 6.
You... Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
He's normal, isn't he? And you kind of like have that thought as he's running. When this is all over, I have to race him.
Push-ups and races. Goodness gracious.
Gotta do push-ups and tag, not me.
Right? It's a list of physical prowess to prove.
Aisling, you head in the opposite direction of Cole. Trip, you head upstairs.
Of course I fucking do.
As you're all searching, top to bottom, Trip, you focus in, trying to hear where your friend is. You remember what Aisling told you, but you've been careful. You're careful. You've got this. You keep telling yourself. You find her. Nessa is tied up against a rather ill-leaning pole of this warehouse. Sturdy for the moment.
Check the room. Is there anyone else in here?
Perception notice.
Every time I roll, I'm extra scared. That is just a 14, so that is 3 successes.
Un momento.
Not me, which one of my best rolls outside of physical is notice. That was a smart move. In the long term.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 6. And I have a 4 in perception and a 4 in notice. I thought I had a 4 in total, which is why I was afraid it was only 1 success. And then I did math.
I got a 5 in perception.
put all of my big stats into physical attributes, and this what I got.
You rolled a 10?
I rolled a 6.
Like total?
No, 6. Oh, blah blah blah. 6 plus 4 plus 4 is
14.
14. Yes, 3 successes.
You catch a shadow just whipping by. Not as stealthy as maybe it hoped to be. But you're on guard. Do you approach Nessa?
No, I want to figure out what the shadow was. We literally know a shadow demon dude. Like,
It could have been Felix. You're not 100% sure. Please, roll me another perception notice.
I hate rolling every time. That is... every time I still have to do math, and it's like worse every time. That is an 11, so 2 successes. It's just going down.
You look around, rapier at the ready, not steak, because I feel like you're ready to fuck some people up. You don't see anything else. Nessa, your eyes sort of flutter open.
Yeah.
You've been gagged, but you see that mask right behind Trip.
Can I make noise?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Yelling, screaming behind the gag.
Trip, do you turn behind you?
I want to kick behind me.
Okay.
Straight up, backward, back kick.
Roll, friend.
Every
Wow.
time.
Also, question: how dark is it right now?
Pretty damn dark.
Cool. Do I need to make like any kind of fear rolls?
Yes.
Cool. What do I roll for that?
I think it's a D10 willpower twice.
Cool. It's a 9. That's a 1. 1 success.
Maybe like that's a 1, and I was like, oh no.
You're okay for the moment, but you were freaking losing it here in a sec.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dexterity, kung fu. 16. 4 successes.
Okay. You aim a pretty solid back kick, but whoever was behind you catches it. And immediately grabs your throat. Whoever this is, what's your strength?
It is also a 6.
They're stronger than you. They lift you almost effortlessly as they dangle you above the rebar. Aisling, you see this as you sort of pull Bianca back to where you all were supposed to meet. And before you can say something, someone else screams, "No!" Behind, how do I describe this? Trip, as you're being choked out, your eyes see this chaotic flash of purple and blue energy. You blink and there's no hand on your neck. You're standing beside Nessa. Someone took your place. Your eyes widen as you see Nadia Rosestone
Fucking
drop onto rebar.
idiot.
And as Nadia is gasping, rebar impaled through her side.
Quick question.
Yes.
And I don't mean to meta.
No worries.
Is Cole still on the first floor?
Yes.
Is he in a position where he could hear at least the no? And
Yes.
then would make the reasonable deduction there's somebody outside dropping from the second floor?
Yes.
Could he
Attempt to catch her?
at least attempt to try to not have that impale be as bad? At least.
Of course. I need you to roll me dexterity twice.
Dexterity twice. So D10 plus
Dexterity twice. Yes.
I wasn't gonna die.
That is going to be 4 plus 10. So dexterity twice, so another 6 on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
So 16.
You manage to, in almost the blink of an eye, almost, still human, you manage to make sure that Nadia falls on bits that can be restored. After a hospital stay, of course.
Yes.
Because who knows what sort of tetanus is on that rebar.
It's okay. You can live with that one.
And as Cole is standing over Nadia,
I think it would make sense for Cole to have a full tilt, like shoulder checked almost more than anything else.
mm-hmm.
And then being like kind of ended up like recovering himself
Yeah.
rather than being like directly like, oh no, what has happened? He's probably just like, fuck, I didn't get
The two of you on the top floor see a silver flash, a glint of metal in whatever ambient light there is, as it slices at the back of this masked figure.
As
Felix,
that happens, I'm going to use my telekinesis, or I attempt to rip the mask off using my telekinesis.
you have telekinesis?
Yeah. That's one of my second abilities.
Okay. All right. I believe.
Sort of like shock reaction.
Okay. Is there a roll for that telekinesis?
I don't know. Because there's other combat abilities, but I assume I can use that outside.
Okay.
Oh,
Let
wow.
me look for that. Because that is from the.
I was going to be fine.
You have, like,
What are you?
immunity to
Slayer.
rebar.
I have 5 points of nerve, like hard to kill. My job is to be hard to kill. Why did you do that? Dummy.
Also just like, am I at 10 HP or less than 10 HP? I don't know.
I was gonna be
Let's say for this point, willpower and occultism plus any sorcery you have.
Sorcery, so willpower plus some. But, you know, that's still pretty good. I know use a different defense thingy. 10.
That is a success. In your fit of shock, you rip the mask away, revealing nothing but one of those, you know, those Zentai suits where it's like the sort of like there's nothing under? Yeah. As you're all shocked, I would assume potentially shocked by what just happened, the masked figure, now just a figure, actually, runs. Just
No.
leaps from...
No, I would like to pursue, please.
Okay. All right.
No,
They
it's just
have...
me, still tied up.
You're fine. Felix is here. Don't worry about it.
Dexterity acrobatics.
Oh, fuck yes. Hi, I believe that is my best stat in the entire game, actually. It's not. I lied. It's tied. It's tied with notice perception, by the way. They're both. I have 8 points in it, and 8 plus math 15, which is 4 successes.
Okay. Sorry for running late, y'all. Just need to roll this.
will fucking jump off a building. Y'all
How
are
much
aware
did?
of that, right?
What did you get?
I got a 14, which is math, right? 7 plus 8 is 15. Math. I got 4 successes.
Real quick. No, why would I tell you all numbers? Wait.
Don't jump off a building. Don't tempt me.
So you got 14 or 15?
15. Sorry, I'm bad at math.
You managed to catch up to this figure.
Slam tackle. Let's go.
All right. I believe that's strength kung fu.
Yes, it is. Whew, I'm scared of all my dice. They're good. I'm scared.
I believe it's dexterity, acrobatics to dodge. I think. Pretty sure.
You will not be dodging. Thank you very much. You will be getting hit. I will hit you. You will die. Oh, well, hit the ground and be in pain and then not go anywhere as I place my fist among your face. I rolled 19, which is the highest I can roll, which is 5 successes.
You do get a good slam tackle.
I would just like to start wailing on this figure. Just physically going for it. I don't want them to be able to escape. And we'll continue to engage them until they stop resisting.
Damn. Okay.
I am perfectly fine, and I don't have the mental problems drawback on my sheet at all.
Oh. I need to look something up real quick. So sorry.
My dice, everyone, can we love my dice today? The lowest they have rolled. I shouldn't say that. It's not over. Y'all have been doing very well. I'd like you to continue that access. Okay?
You start wailing. You start wailing and wailing and wailing and wailing and wailing. Until someone catches your wrist. I think that's enough of that. And that's what we'll call it. Because we are running way too long.
I know.
Thank you so much.
I knew you were going to do this.
Thank you so much for joining us for this crazy long episode of Haven Rock. We are back for episode 7, and we're going to come back for episode 8 next week. We shall go around the virtual table to, just see what we're doing, outside of this, like what we're gonna do, just like if we chose violence or not. Let's go in reverse order. Dan.
Oh, I am reverse order. Hi, I'm Dan. You can find me.
Well, how about where you can find us, who we played, most terrifying moment of tonight.
It's not hard. Okay. Oh, y'all saw it here first. Hello. I am Dan. I am on the internet in all of the places at Darker Larper. I do the things. You can find me here on Guild of the Phoenix on Friday nights playing a little game called Haven Rock in the Buffyverse. I wonder where you could. Oh wait, that's here. You can also find me here on Sundays now, starting this Sunday, on Untitled Morning Show over on Make Believe Live, where me and my friend Ren, we sit down and we shoot the shit in the morning, talking primarily about LARPs, TTRPGs, our hot takes, and including a segment which you've heard about here first. Hey Dan, what's eating you? Is it food? Is it rants? You'll have to tune in.
Is it rants about food?
That is at 10 a.m. CST.
Is it food about rants?
10 a.m. CST over on Make Believe Live. I make content about stuff. You can find me on the internet at Darker Larper everywhere. And the most terrifying moment, as y'all have probably guessed, is Nadia fucking Rosestone being like, I'm gonna switch place with this damn unkillable child. Why would you do that? I would have been fine.
It's almost like she cares about you.
No, we must push people away. Don't you understand that?
Mm-hmm. Our lovely guest for the evening, Fen.
Hello, I'm Fen. I'm a person who exists in the real world. The way I said that makes me sound like I'm not, but
Everyone knows Fen is a robot. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just a common thing. I'm a robot. I don't actually exist. It's okay. I'm Fen. You can find me all over the internet at Fenachini. I've been doing YouTube blogging lately. That's kind of been the thing I've started off 2021 with. It's the thing. You can find on my YouTube if you care. If you don't, no worries. I also run Guild of the Phoenix this year. Lovely, great channel.
Mm-hmm.
And we do a lot of fun stuff. I won't run you guys too ragged. We have a bunch of games on a bunch of evenings. Schedules down below. It's getting updated tomorrow, one of the two. But you can find us here on Fridays and other days of the week, like Saturdays or the other big one. But anyway, and you can find me across the internet at Fenachini, where I do lots of random things. So, thank you for having me. Even though I work here.
Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Oh,
Usually...
I'm so sorry. Fen, what was your most terrifying moment? If you had one.
As a player or as a character?
Either or.
The most terrifying moment as a player is the fact that I think it's finally time for me to say that you guys, if you want to, you guys can have a second season.
We're finally greenlit for
That's
season
the terrifying
2.
moment, yeah.
Me clipping this moment.
Ah!
Getting clipped. No. Yeah.
Yay.
It's terrifying
Hashtag
because I've been
season 2
waiting all evening to say that.
Season 2 of Haven Rock coming 20.
And as a character, as Cole, I don't really know if there was like a truly terrifying moment. I think probably it'd be very adrenaline fueled for him to try to catch or at least stop Nadia from hitting really vital organs. So, yeah.
Yeah, you straight up flashed that shit.
He's kind of a fast character.
He's a fast boy.
Just go fast. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
So sorry.
Ciao.
Emily.
I'm Emily. You can usually find me on the internet with some variation on Phantom Starfish. Most terrifying moment, probably having to have a sort of comfort talk with Gretchen, both as a player, because I've done improv for really, and as actor, because that's a big thing.
You played it well. You did good. Well done. Yeah. Aubrey.
Hello, I'm Aubrey. I play Nessa. You can find me on the internet. Mad Queen Cosplay is my personal, but I run the podcast Goblets and Gays, which I am getting ready to announce some really cool stuff. I've been teasing it for like the last week or so, but hopefully in the next few weeks announce a really cool new project. But other than that, we haven't released it yet, but we have recorded the rest of our first season for Blood of Kings. And so that's going to be coming out over the next couple of weeks. We're not really taking a month off. We're just playing some different games that are going to be recorded, and you'll see. I don't know the order that they're coming out in. I'm working on a lot of really cool things, so just pay attention to us on Twitter and anywhere you find podcasts.
What was your most terrifying moment?
My most terrifying moment is opening the door and seeing that mask. just a oh no TikTok meme.
Hello there, my name is Kaleb Wade of Kaleb Presents and Guild of the Phoenix. You can find me here Fridays running this fantastic game that has been greenlit for a season 2. My most terrifying moment was wondering, will we be greenlit? What will happen if we're not? What are y'all doing in my $40 million high-rise completely located in the center of Manhattan? But yeah, also a bit of a personal announcement. I will not be joining in on Sunday games for a while. I am going to be taking a break to get away from burnout. So I mean, I know you just watched Vampire and whatever's coming up next on Sundays because of me and fun, but you know, you're just gonna have to move on. You're just gonna have to be strong. I believe in you, and by I believe in you, I believe in you, as in you from Persona 4. Anyway, but yeah, I think that does it. Join us next week for episode 8, Heartless. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a guest back. I mean, if he's available, you know. I mean, he did just pull all of his power to greenlit us for season 2, and he had to talk to Chip, our producer guy, and Chip's like real tough on producing. But we'll see. And, you know, have a wonderful night, everybody. Goodbye.